About the walls, there's one more thing that we need to talk about. See, in Revit, we usually don't care about the line. I mean, the line doesn't work for us, and we don't use it that much. Except sometimes, for example, we want to draw a sign for north, or sometimes draw a direction for the stairs. Except these things, it doesn't have many usages. It's kind of that we don't allow ourselves to use the line. But if I want to teach you something, actually I'm using it as a tool to teach. Imagine that we have a field and they have given us the line in the AutoCAD or the paper, and now I want to draw it with line. In order to draw line in Revit, you need to press on the DL, which is its shortcut. Well, that's the field. Now I want to draw the walls around it. So if I choose the wall and I click from here, you definitely know that based on the rules, all the thickness of the wall must be inside. But now if I click it and drag it, how will it be? You see, in the middle. The axis that we draw our wall now is in the middle. That means the thickness is on the sides. Well, we don't want this. We want all the thickness to be one side. Well, in order to do it, the axis, instead of being the middle, where should it be? Exactly, it should be on the faces. Let me get you the picture again. As you can see, the location line needs to be on the face instead of the center line. So when I choose the wall, here you can see the location line. So I open it, as you can see, and instead of wall center line, we use finish face line. Did you learn it? It's really important for you to know this way. The lines we have are usually on the exterior face of the wall. So I use finish face exterior. If I choose this and start from one point, all the thickness is on one side. And this is exactly what we want. So we start drawing. But there is one more thing, that if I drag it down, all the thickness, instead of being inside, it will be outside, completely opposite. So what should I do here? I click on space. If you remember what we did in offset, we clicked on space and instead of being inside, it would be outside. This is the same thing. So if we want to define the space in here, it kind of gives us the mirror of the wall based on the location line. You see, just like that. Now, briefly speaking, while we are drawing the walls, we need to change the location line to finish face exterior. Then we start from one point. Based on the direction we are drawing, either it's right or wrong. If it were wrong, you click on space only once and then you continue drawing. There is a very good usage in finish exterior, and that's when we change the thickness of the wall, it doesn't affect the whole design. You see, if it were on the center line and we change the thickness, it would change the size of the design. And we don't want this at all. You see, if I draw this with one wall center line and then change the thickness, well, it kind of ruins everything we have, all the design. So let's just not do it. And use the finish face exterior. Well, let me ask you an ultimate question. Pay attention because my question might be a bit indirect. I have a wall here and the thickness is 20 centimeters. The thickness of the wall is 20 centimeters. Now, If I get a copy of this to 5 meters, what is the size between two interior sides? 460, 480, 5, 520 or 540? Which one? What is the answer? Think. It's 480. This is the right answer. If I select it, you see. But why? When you copy an object, a size of one thickness will be removed. Well, a lot of you might have thought that it depends on the location line. Well, it doesn't depend on anything. Not even the location line that is on center or the finished face. That one is just for the time that we draw. When the drawing is finished, that's over too. So, when you get a copy of a wall, the size of one thickness will be removed from the distance. Either you should add it while you want to do the offset, or after you copy it, select it and the temporary dimension shows the size, then you can select it and enter the main size.